Welcome to Fierce and 6 Weirdest Things Done by Evil Dictators. Before we start, be sure to hit that subscribe button. King Jong-Il. Shin Sang-ok was a famous film director known as the Orson Welles of South Korea. He established Shin Films and made many films through the 1960s, which garnered recognition for South Korea and various film festivals. In 1978, he was kidnapped and brought to North Korea, where he says he was imprisoned and forced to modernize the repressive country's film industry. Dictator in waiting King Jong-il wanted to show the world that creativity could thrive in North Korea. After 3 years in prison, she was united with Choi, and the two were instructed by King Jong-il to make films for him in order to gain global recognition for North Korea's film industry. The result was a series of films including Pulgasari, a blatant Godzilla ripoff, and be a socialist message, and heavily controlled by Zhang Il. After making many films for King Jong-il, in 1986, he actually heavily escaped from North Korea's supervision to a US embassy while in Vienna. Pulgasari was released to the world in 1998 and was a flop. Ferdinand and Imelda Marcos. Ferdinand and Imelda Marcos, rulers of the Philippines, huge Beatles fans. The Fab Four were invited to play the Philippines on their 1964 world tour, which they accepted. However, upon arriving, they were greeted at their hotel by military personnel who told them they were required to meet with the Marcoses at the presidential palace for luncheon. Having just flown in from Tokyo and needing rest for their two shows later in the day, they declined. First Lady Marcos was outraged, and she quickly helped spread the word throughout the country that the Beatles have snubbed the president and his wife. Chaos eventually ensued, and the Beatles, who were used to being mobbed by screaming young girls, were now being threatened by death and by an angry mob. They had to sneak back to the airport and run out of the tarmac just to catch their plane. Idi Amin, president of Uganda from 1971 to 1979. Idi Amin was a ruthless dictator known for his erratic behavior. When he inaugurated himself president for life, he celebrated by being carried aloft through the streets in a sedan chair by 4 white men, which he jokingly referred to as the white man's burden. We Africans used to carry Europeans, but now Europeans are carrying us. We are now the masters. François Duvalier. Patient dictator François Papa Doc Duvalier was known to be extremely superstitious as well as a practitioner of voodoo. He believed in the number 22 to be particularly powerful. He seized power on October 22, 1957. In addition, he claimed to have placed a curse on President Kennedy, who indeed died on November 22, 1963. In later years, he thought the 22nd of each month was the only day safe enough for him to leave his palace. He died on April 21, 1971, and after a long illness, but his last wish was it not be announced until the 22nd. Muammar Gaddafi. Former Libyan dictator Muammar Gaddafi was known to love women. He even lavished gifts upon Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice. He took his adoration to the extreme, however, by employing only female bodyguards to protect him, nicknamed the Amazonian Guards by Western journalists. These females were all trained in weaponry and allowed to wear makeup and high heels. They were also reported to be virgins. Gaddafi said he used these women for protection because he felt an assassin would have an emotional issue about shooting a female. Sapar Murat Niyazov. He's not only a brutal dictator, but a dictator who runs his country like its own private Disney World. That country, Turkmenistan, is a former Soviet republic sitting strategically between Iran and Afghanistan. And the man who runs it is Sapar Murat Niyazov. When the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, the leader of Turkmenistan, Sapar Murat Niyazov, stepped in to fill the void. He renamed himself Turkmenbashi and created a golden statue of himself in the center of the capital, who rotated always facing the sun. He didn't stop there. His face and name appeared everywhere, on money, street corners, vodka bottles, and even renamed the month of January Turkmenbashi. I'm personally against seeing my pictures and statues in the streets, but it's what the people want, he modestly said. Well, that concludes the weirdest things done by dictators. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out more interesting videos here at Fierce. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, stay fierce!